What's up, everybody? It's Karen Ray, so as soon as the obsessible scam of the O.C.G, and hopefully I'm live with more Resident Evil 9. Although I am having to redo the last chunk of it, a tiny bit of it, because I didn't autosave or I cut out before it autosaved. Oh well. Yeah, baby. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Da, 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 da. Oh wait, did I open the? Yeah, I didn't. Give me that bottle. As scary as this is, I have to wonder what the fuck is behind this in-universe. They did say they were trying to capture her and they couldn't, so maybe they were trying to tell the kids to stay the fuck away from her? I don't know. I've seen this. Climb back up in your little fucking hidey hole, bitch!
What the hell was that thing? Oh my god. This looks important. Oh, maybe.
I'm certain that if you move this very, very carefully, that you can actually move it and get it over there without alerting her. I did it before, and I want to know, was that a glitch? Did they patch it, or can you still do it if you're persistent enough? you can too. That's crazy.
It can't hurt to pick some, I guess.
I thought there was supposed to be a coin here. Am I mistaken? Oh, there's a coin on top of the locker. Okay.
Yes.
It doesn't really matter. You get more coins than you need anyway for anything. So if I miss that one, it's not technically missing shit, really. Cat out. I already seen all these scenes, so I'm skipping going on. Leon, row 2.
Mr. Kennedy, welcome. Dr.
Funny. I don't remember getting an invitation.
Well, he's waiting for you.
Can't have that, can we?
Follow me, please.
Lead the way. So how long have you worked for, Dr. Gideon?
Not long. I just recently joined the team.
Not her day.
We care for quite a few long-term patients here, all undergoing experimental therapies developed by Dr. Gideon.
See, fucking. Analog joke, man.
Experimental therapies.
Yes. It's all very cutting edge. The facility keeps a low profile due to the sensitive nature of the research.
Oh, I bet it does.
The sad thing about it is, that these lesser employees didn't know shit about what was going on. I might fucking ask the thing that calls my shit so I can do that. I never give you too much so I can deal with you, Bagels. I never give you too much to do them. God, I never give you too much to do them, Bagels. Fine. Yeah, fuck. I never give you too much to do them, Bagels. MOC's being a whore. I never give you too much to do them. I never give you too much to do them, Bagels.
Code 6, all staff initiate emergency protocols.
I never give you too much to do them.
Mr. Kennedy, we need to leave immediately.
What's going on?
I don't know what's happening. Some kind of mass hysteria. The hospital is on lockdown. Doctor.
Calm down.
second opinion.
God, fucking stitch strip. Fuck. Oh fuck, now it's being really bad. No clue why. Doesn't matter how much ammo you have left when you give it to Grace. She only has one bullet. So there's literally no reason not to use it.
Nice.
A dick.
Well, that went well.
They like that went well. And to seek us, find us, break us.
That bastard did it again. How are things on your end?
I just hacked into the center's network.
Good. Good. Can you find... Give me the floor plan.
I'll see what I can do.
Well, in the meantime, I'll try to track him down.
Keep me posted.
Will do.
Now my cat wants in. I'm gonna beat her. Like, I'm actually gonna beat the cat. You're gonna see me. I'm gonna go to jail. Meow. Meow.
Hey, over here.
Also shows you how heroic gives Grace the Requiem. That was literally his strongest weapon. So, situation like this and giving somebody your strongest weapon. Because Leon's a fucking G. But not right now, babe. Not right now. Okay.
You okay?
Yeah. Thanks.
Leon Kennedy, DSO.
CSO. I'm Grace. Ashcroft. FBI.
FBI. What are you doing here?
Someone kidnapped me.
Victor Gideon.
I don't know.
Well, we should leave. What does Victor want with you?
What?
Grace,
What do you
he
mean?
grabbed you for a reason.
Wait, you're DSO. That's the counter bioterrorism agency, right?
Take this.
You sure?
You might need it. Now go. Get out of here.
She won't get away, you know.
Dr. Gideon.
So nice to finally meet you, Leon. Why don't we have a little talk? Too slow. I see you're exhibiting symptoms too. Umbrella's curse.
Hey, how's it going, man?
I'll be fine. I hope.
Just getting by. Going through this again. We really did a fantastic job with Resident Evil 9. It's really kind of unbelievable just how good this ended up being. And it's going to get even better. They have big updates planned. Free minigame of some sort coming in May. Which, if it's like the Mercenaries, they said it's a special minigame, I will fucking spontaneously combust. And then story DLC confirmed to be on the way, so...
This looks like it leads outside.
and I'm slowly working on my stick drift. I have a stick drift on my right stick, my PS5 controller, and I've been working on it because I think there's dirt trapped underneath it, and it comes and goes. Probably, yeah. Well, if you believe the leakers, which I think there's a good chance the leakers are correct, then there's one of the DLCs is gonna be Alyssa and the other is gonna be Leon, which makes sense. Fucking stick drift, man! I swear to God. Hold on a second. I'm working on it. I have a needle. I'm gently putting it along the edge. Makes sense. The main game is split pretty much down the middle 50-50 for Grace and Leon. So it would make sense. If one was Alyssa, Grace's mom, and is more like her gameplay, of course, and then another is Leon, and it's more like Leon's gameplay, so that makes sense to me. But I guess we'll see. It's all just a leak. It's all just a rumor until it's 100% proven. Either way, Capcom has been pretty much doing hit after hit. So, and they have a track record for great DLC. RE8 had some fucking phenomenal DLC. And then, well, this controller I got was refurbished. And it's according, a friend bought it for me. They didn't know it was refurbished. And it's Gen 2, so it's a couple years old, so it was already really used up when I got it. But I'm not, at the time I wasn't going to say, oh, you got me refurbished controller, but yeah. And I don't have the money to replace it right now, so I'm trying to fix it myself the old-fashioned way. Because I think there's dirt underneath the stick somehow. Because it's not like, if it's like a total stick drift failure, because I've actually had a PS5 controller have a stick drift failure in the left stick, then it's pressing that direction no matter what. This is occasionally, it'll go left, it'll jerk, like there's something underneath it. So, I have a needle that I'm very carefully putting along the edge, trying to clean it without fucking it up, so, but it's delicate. I don't want to do it too hard and fuck with the controller. Yeah, it really does. It's my only PlayStation controller, and it's having problems. Really annoying problems, like trying to aim when your aim is jerking all over the fucking place. And I don't have the money to replace it, so I'm kind of just stuck with it. It's very annoying. Especially because I take very good care of my controllers. I'm not rough on them. I don't slam them around like some people do and they get angry. I don't ever eat and then play a game. I literally wash my hands so I'm not getting food and grease on it. Like, I go out of my way to take care of my controllers. So when I go out of my way to take care of my shit and my shit doesn't work, it's even more frustrating. But such is life. Director Victor Gideon, Transforming Lives Through Medicine. Chairman Mitchell Bennett. Lead researcher Anthony Richardson. Security manager Luke Clark. Dignity of the Moon. Trust of the Sun. Serenity of the Stars. We are partners. Yeah, that's a fucking motif that keeps coming back. Antique coin. Yeah. There's not even really a whole lot of point to doing that. Well, you know what? I'm going to store the glass jars for right now. I don't really need them. This person on armed minute passes point in the case regulators contact the lead researcher immediately in emergencies. tiny one. That's what I mean. And that further makes me think that there's some kind of dirt because, like I said, I had one controller that the analog stick was totally fucked. It just gave out. And literally, that controller was left stick and it pushed up no matter what. It was never not pushing up. So the fact this is inconsistent makes me think there's some kind of dirt or dust or whatever at the bottom of the stick. But, I can't open the controller up because, of course, you need a special set of screwdrivers for that. So I'm just basically using a needle, just kind of guessworking in the dark. And also trying to be very careful because I don't want to ruin the components and fuck anything up more further. So I'm just taking a needle and just slowly around the edge. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the DLC whenever it comes out. This game is phenomenal. And Capcom has been on a roll. Every game Capcom has released lately has kicked ass. All the Monster Hunter games have been great. Monster Hunter Stories 3 looks fucking awesome. I'm still going to have to go through that series. I have 1 and 2. I haven't really played them, but 3 looks fucking phenomenal. DMC 5 was amazing when it came out. Like, there's a lot of really, really great Capcom games. So I have faith that whatever the DLC for this is, it'll be good. We already know that they're bringing. They said there's going to be a big update in the next couple months, and it's going to have a photo mode, which is great because I kept thinking, why does this game not have photo mode? This game is so pretty, and the last several RE games have had photo mode, so it's good that it's coming. And then I would like a field of view slider because, like, I think sometimes the camera in third person is a little too zoomed out for my tastes, and I like to be able to adjust it. And once again, RE8 and 4 remake, the last 2 Resident Evil games before this, both had field of view sliders. So, feels like options that was, lacking compared to this one. But nitpick. This game is fantastic. The issues that I have with this game are incredibly small and nitpicky. This is one. See, it'll just jerk. It's really annoying. This is definitely one of the best Resident Evil games. I don't know if this is my favorite because I love the series so much and I've been over and over and over it. And that's like choosing your favorite child. But this is definitely in the top tier of Resident Evil games. At the very top. And, they did... oh, that's interesting. I didn't know she did that. She got rid of the spent shells. It's an interesting ambient animation. They took 2 completely different types of gameplay and they're basically 2 different types of Resident Evil games, and they fused them together in a way that worked when they're 2 disparate things, and they managed to make it not too much of one, not too much of the other. And both parts are good. Like, if you just played Grace as on her own, her part would still stand up. Leon's part on its own would still stand up. Doing first and third person, because, like I said, some people really hated the first person. I liked it, but I'm okay with first person. I like them both, which is why you're going to see me switch repeatedly. But they had to put a lot of work in to make it so that it had both at launch. There's like tons of unique animations for first and third. Like, just putting that in at launch, like, double the amount of animations and shit they had to make. It's kind of crazy. But some people really like first and third, so they're like, hey, we'll bring it together. And that's kind of what this is. It kind of feels like this is like bringing the multiple types of Resident Evil together. But it doesn't feel like a retread. It doesn't just feel like, hey, we're redoing old shit. And it's great. And it doesn't seem like it would work on paper, but it really does. Even the way that they handle the dual character, because it's not like Resident Evil is a stranger to the dual character setup. It's normally either usually in the ones where you play one character, you'll have a brief sequence where you play as another character. Like in RE3, you play as Carlos in the remake and in the original. Or in Resident Evil 4, you play as Ashley that one time. Or it's 2 completely separate campaigns. They may have done multiple characters before, but never where it's like swapping and interlapping like the way they did this game. So it's very, very unique, even in the series. And that's kind of like what this game does so well, where it takes the old and the new and it twists them together into something new. It doesn't come across like a greatest hits of Resident Evil. Like, even Leon, like him going to bombed out Raccoon City, it's such a unique aesthetic for it being broad daylight, but like in a like almost apocalyptic city with glaring sunlight in an overcast sky is not something they've done in the series. But it works really well. And even going back to Raccoon City, you might think, it's just a kind of retread. And it's a little bit with the police station, although that's great. That's deliberately meant there. But the majority of Raccoon City in this game is brand new. They call it East Raccoon City, that you've never seen in any of the games. So it doesn't come across like that, Yeah, 7 was first person only. It really just depends. I will agree with you that I think first person is more immersive. But I can also understand where for like the more athletic parts, like the combat, like the flips and shit, that third person's better. And that's what's great about this game is that they went the extra mile to make sure that everybody was accounted for. Like, oh, hey, some people like first person. Some people like third person. Here, you can play whichever. So everybody's happy. Of course, some people bitch. But, an attempt was made. Even the zombies, man. Like, you might think, oh, hey, we're going back to classic zombies again, but they're not really. I actually, for Grace, her zombies maintain a lot of their former personality. And that's not something they've ever done before. And it's actually a lot of variety. You have the chef zombie. Raw shoulder stew. You have the nurse zombie, clean. The fucking loud one is like so much noise. So like a lot of the zombies are unique now, instead of just using most of the same models. But then with Leon, the zombies are completely different. They don't have that, memory shit going, but they've been withered so long they're like fucking ghouls. They're half undead. So we've never seen zombies like that where they're like rotting husk. They're barely human anymore. So once again, even though on paper it takes something classic, zombies, and makes it feel completely different. That's what I'm saying. Like, on paper, it's like, hey, we have this from this Resident Evil, we have this from this Resident Evil. They even managed to get a good helping of Resident Evil 1 in there. A good chunk of the care center is kind of reminiscent of the Spencer's Mansion, which is, it literally tied to Umbrella, and it's, Spencer's disciple, Victor, so it makes sense. In fucking Plant 43 was really cool. But it never comes across as, retread, we've been there, done that, It's all, like, spun around. Her blood crafting, having this pursuer enemy that's afraid of the lights, chasing you. It's, like, even Leon's parrying, like, they could have just brought back the knife, and instead they took it in a different form with the hatchet. And it actually feels different, the animations and shit. So like RE9 is like this big stew of all these different parts of Resident Evil just thrown in there, and it seems like it wouldn't work, but it really does. And I was expecting it to be good, but it kind of impressed me. And like I said, my main problems with the game are very nitpicky. It's very close to a 10 out of 10. And so I'm excited to see that you get future updates, because they said we're adding photo mode and we're adding other improvements based on fan feedback. So what does that mean? I hope that means a field of view slider, but that can mean anything. So I kind of want to see what other stuff they got cooking. Then special minigame, because if they did the mercenaries, I will lose my shit. This game's combat is so fucking great for Leon, man. No, Grace, but it's not the same. But for Leon, it's so fucking great. And I kept thinking, it's not like they promised mercenaries. But I'm like, man, this mercenaries for RE9 would be fucking awesome. Yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna see. I just don't want. I don't want any DLCs like RE7 doing the weird spin-off shit. Like End of Zoe. Like, I don't like that. Like, oh hey, we're this weird redneck dude punching people. Like, you know what I mean? I want When I want DLC, I don't want it to be some radically different spin-off. You know what I mean? I just want more of Requiem. Give me more Requiem. Requiem is fucking awesome. And yeah, sorry, I know I keep pausing. With they could do a DLC on her mom, and it would be great. She was already in Outbreak. She clearly knows how to use a gun, and she said she went town to town and they were following her. So they could easily have her have a run-in before she gets killed, and have to fight her way out of that situation with those dark, freaky hooded dudes. Which, by the way, they never went into that. That one hooded dude's like, found you. That wasn't Victor. That was some other dude that was all weird looking like Victor. What the fuck is that? They could have like multiple of those chasing you around with a hatchet and shit. And then she escapes. That time, you know? Or like I kind of have a sneaking suspicion that they're going to have some shit in Elbridge, because the first time you see Leon, they show this big city, Elbridge. They give it a title card. I would say Not a Hero is my favorite DLC, because it's the proper ending to the main game, and Chris is really cool. It almost feels like its own game. But yeah. But you see Elbridge, and even when you open up Leon's map, you can see Elbridge on the map. So they put a lot of emphasis on a setting that literally has no gameplay. It's one cutscene of him walking away from the car. So I could easily see them doing a DLC for Leon set right before the events of the main game of him in Elbridge. You know? Because it seems like so weird to just like showcase this whole thing, give it a title card, put it on the map for something that he's in for 20 seconds if they didn't have any other plans there. And it's similarly, Elbridge is another Midwestern city, so it fits in with the vibe of the rest of the game. So, but we'll see. Either way, I'm looking forward to it. Whatever they do, I'm sure it'll be good.
Oh, God.
And Shadows of Rose was fucking awesome. The DLC for RE8. And that was made by the same team.
What on earth? Who's there? Is someone there? Oh, I'm sorry if I surprised you. Cataracts. You can't see, can you? Who are you? Was there someone in the other cell? Why are you in there? Everyone's gone.
Stay away from me!
Are you alright?
Get away!
No, hold on. No. I'm sorry. What is happening here?
Yeah, ultimately, I pretty much do Grace in first person. Yeah, so pro tip, I found, at least on normal, I think he moves faster on Insanity, but on normal, this chef guy, if you immediately... Yeah, I agree, it's actually kind of insane. If you immediately start pushing the pot and you keep moving immediately, then you should have just enough time to move it out of the way before he comes back, without having to stop. Yeah, I agree. The actual steps to the puzzle is kind of insane. I haven't done it yet. I need to do it. I get drift. Shit. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't there a light here I can use? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is to lure that fucker. Or was it the... never mind. It's at the other end of the hallway. Oh, no, there is one right here. And yeah, I agree, it's incredibly cryptic and weird and very hard to do, like having to sit there and let the body machine fill up and grab the hand in the first playthrough and put it in the item crate. It's fucking weird. Some people use the first Magnum round on the chef, but that's not enough to kill him. What you should use the first Magnum round on, if you're me, is the singing bitch, because she's incredibly annoying and there's a lot of stuff to get in that room. That's what I use it on. That's the dining room. That's a shortcut. Yep, through the kitchen. I'll be using that. And also because you get a lot of coins in this area. A straight blowback handgun. This basic interwar design prioritizes durability over firepower. This type pistol was originally a high-class military firearm. An American version was also released and seems to have been the Carry Center's primary self-defense weapon. I don't think it's a reference to anything, honestly. I think it was put there to have a secret the community would have to work out. Kind of what it seemed like to me. Shit. Mine. No. Second antique coin. So we'll get that out of the way. I mean, other than the fact that it basically confirms that the other little girl, the creepy-ass bitch, is Marie, her sister. Yeah, this chick is getting viral fame. The singing chick. I was using my first handgun shot on her because there's a shit ton of coins in this room and a bunch of ammo, but the second you go to get any of it, she's going to be alerted, and she alerts the others. So the one freebie ammo you get, I use on her. What's up? Alright, I love you. Bye. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. There's a bit of food in there. I ate real quick. Okay. Fucking controller drifting, I swear. Oh, fuck off. See, if you go to get the coin on the piano, it alerts her.
Jesus.
Oh, come on. That's the first one. Hey, dude. Jesus. And my stick drift is being really bad today. Second knife. Had a spare knife. You didn't think about that. Okay, so yeah, to answer your question, there's not any main games where you play as Hunk. God. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Oh, fucking stick drift, dude. Yep, sure, bite me. There's not any main games you play as Hunk, but you play as him in a bunch of the bonus games in them. The main unlockable for Resident Evil 2, both the original game and the remake, is called The Fourth Survivor. And you play Hunk in that, escaping. And then, fuck off. In Resident Evil 4 Mercenaries, in 5 Mercenaries, 6 Mercenaries, most of the Mercenaries game modes in the game, just Hunk is a playable character. Shit. So you know what? I will turn that into scrap. Stick drift, dude. I've had a needle. I'm working on it. He's not the boss of Umbrella. He's a top-level soldier. And in all fairness, he wants it to stay that way. See? What the fuck, man? Hold on, I'm trying to fix the stick drift. I have a fucking needle I'm using. Gently fucking go along the edge. Well, I did have a needle, and then I lose it. And then I'm worried because that's gonna fucking stab me. Where are you? He really likes combat. They call him the Agent of Death. Because he's been in more high-stakes missions than any other Umbrella operative, and he's never died. He survived so many missions that it's basically caused a thing where people think he's unkillable. So, Hunk is the type of person that he would not want to be in a main mission. He would not want to be. What I'm saying is, Hunk is the type of guy that he would not want to be a corporate exec. You know what I mean? He wants to be where the action is. That's his thing. That's his main thing. So it's not that he doesn't. It's not like he couldn't run Umbrella. It's that he doesn't want to. Oh, there it is. There's the needle. Okay, sorry. I'm just working on this slowly, trying to fix the stick drift. I have to be careful because I don't want to fuck up the stick further. So it's a slow, gradual process. And yeah, he is awesome. He also appears in RE9, but I won't say how he appears because I don't want to spoil it for you. Oh my god. Fucking. Yep, see? Just awesome. Hold on. Another trick to getting rid of stick drift. you press this analog stick in and rotate it slowly clockwise and then counterclockwise. It's actually pretty helpful.
Wait, this is mine.
Yep. And I do not have the money to replace it. So, kind of leaves me in a bad position. So I'm trying to work on it with the needle, trying to fix it by getting around the analog stick or camera stick. So I don't have to shell out $80 for a new controller because I can't afford that. And it's like every time I get somewhere in my life, something else falls apart. It's really frustrating. Okay. As somebody who takes really good care of my controllers, it really pisses me off. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't really have a whole lot of money coming in. Hold on, let me try turning the controller off real quickly for a second. Oh no, come on. What? Right now I'm having issues getting the PlayStation button to work, so it's just, yeah, this controller might actually just be well and truly fucked. How awesome is that? I'm so tired, dude. I'm so tired, man. So now why is the fucking the PlayStation button not working? See, fuck. I'll be back. Sorry, I'm just kind of